Am I feeling better? No, I'm not. Was I on mute the entire time? Because I said my intro. Oh, fuck. What is this box? I didn't hear anything, just got it. Oh, well, if that's the case, hello guys, welcome to fucking Vampyr. I'm still feeling like shite. I don't know if it's able to be told by my voice or anything. That's not nice, Kinsey, by the way. Light regeneration serum, regenerate the other points instantly. Ooh, hello. You can upgrade your weapons to a new level with the required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you will also gain access to customization slots. 200 damage. Enhanced damage. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Was far from the worst, so I don't know if I'm too mad about it. Oh, you finished? Do I want that, though? I don't. Let's go with this. And then get these two down here. I don't think I entirely care about the stamina consumption. Gerber 8 is nice, get over it. I did. I sent a message to the group chat. What's nice, get over it? What? Not entirely sure what you're talking about. So, you can only get one of these, yes? Yes.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. I must keep on. I can feel it.
Oh, you said it's not nice because you're not.
I have so
Kinsey,
much time.
this is the skills tree. If you click on something, it can extend. Just thought I'd let you know. So it is pretty dope. I don't have I don't have the experience for anything to try have me hella stressed. I bet.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Dr. Swansea asked me to connect to you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
You're not even at the right fucking door, bitch. What do you want?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have
I can't
somewhat
help
of a
it, my dude.
crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
There's not.
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first.
Well, I'll go
Where
to
is
bed
this
now.
morgue?
Streamed longer than I wanted
It's
to.
the large building behind the
Alright,
hospital.
Kinsey. Good
You'll
night,
need to
my
go in
dude.
the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
That was creepy.
A
It
small
almost
door
looked
at the
like
end
she
of a narrow
stared at
street.
me.
On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I could just bite you. Too bad you can't siphon a little bit of XP out of them without killing. That would be nice. What? Tippets? Strickland Ackroyd. Huh. Was there anything else I passed up? Don't look like it. I'm back. Wife was annoying. Oh, welcome back, my dude. I would know nothing about a wife.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Here's what you know. You don't get one. They're like a succubus. Dude. Like, get someone you can spend your... Kinda working on that right now. Keep out of this area. heard the scowl. Holy shit. Level 14. Not to go that way. Gotcha. There's gotta be stuff in there, right? No. Oh, fuck.
I cannot enter.
Forgot what she said about going through here. Back door? Listen to those screams in the background. Goddamn. Back door. Keep looking over at the fucking comments and seeing that there's like succubus. Oh, my dude. Fucking shit. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh. I hear scowl. Ooh. Is it bad that I'm actually kinda scared? Hello? Hello, Fear Shots. How are you? Welcome to Vampyr and my channel. This room except for shillings. Come bring it, you fucking cunts. I know you're up here.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Alrighty. Good, how am I? I'm good. We are sex bob-ombs. We are here to play games to make you feel sad and stuff. No! We don't make people feel sad here, Vix. We make people feel happy.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Only you. I can't make people very happy when I'm sick.
It's locked, all right.
Damn. I can hear a big motherfucker somewhere. It's probably upstairs, right?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh yeah, because that's where I want to go. The basement. God damn it. Is this Scott Pilgrim reference? Yes, yeah, I didn't. It's been a while since I've seen. Oh, I didn't mean to heal. Oh, there's literally nothing up here. Gotcha. Back down the stairs we go. Excuse you, Mr. Fucking Vanish. I don't appreciate this shit.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
citizen investigation. They're displayed here, categorized by districts. Start new citizen class. Sorry. By tracking it with square, then access to your map to locate the area to explore.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh, shit.
It's locked.
New type of offhand weapon. I can't, I don't like this because for some reason my screen is all fucked up. So I can't entirely see. Can't entirely see the words on the left or right side if they're like all the way to the right. Alright, what big boy do I have to fight here? Oh, it's probably Mr. Invisible Fucker. The fuck?
These scowls can be so ferocious.
Are you?
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Fucking Mr. Man over here teleporting, duplicating himself, attacking me with said duplicates. Fuck you, bro. You can't even collect a blood sample. You have enough components to craft a medicine treatment for fatigue. Why not? Analyze. Oh shit, what? Treatment for cold, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Huh. So, do I have to leave back this way? Oh fuck, man, this sickness shit needs to go away. I do not want to deal with it at work. Call off? I already did last night. I'm not doing it again. Vacation day, yeah. I want to talk to every single one of these people, but there's just so many. Hello.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I can't talk to this person. Okay, can I feed off of them? Mangina disease in 2 days to go. Shut up.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ew.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Milton shotgun. And you have parts. I don't think I should sell Clay's hatchet just because that would lead to some serious questions asked. As I sell the wedding ring. Oh, how about Tippets? Are you Gwyneth? You are Gwyneth.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
I can't say I'm thrilled to be working here, but to be honest, I didn't have much of a choice.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
Sorry.
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Ah, fucking Christ.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos.
Fuck.
Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Okay.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Hey.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Yeet. Oh.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be...
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Are you healthy? Like, enough healthy? I'd imagine so, but...
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Stop looking at the screen, asshole. It's creepy.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. What a blundering idiot.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Oh, fuck.
Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Okay, stop being a cunt.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I could just straight up not give him the medicine. That sounds...
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Dorothy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
I'm alright.
As for me, what a bloody idiot.
That's a letter from fucking Harvey.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news?
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids.
Oh, damn.
We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller
Sorry.
then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you you down, my boy.
I'm not going to feed off people. I only did it once. Once. There's purpose to that. Mainly because he was a cunt. And I wanted to do it at least once. Are you not someone I can talk to? Oh, there it goes.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yes, because I'm
assuming you must
vampire
be a patient
here.
Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Oh, they are
The
taking
staff
care
here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
She's a fruitcake.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Oh my god, this woman.
I'll leave you,
Yeah.
Mistress of the Dark.
Fucking
to your nocturnal
nutcase. Does that open up a new citizen case? It does. Ah! No. A long letter? Sounds like something I'm not reading. Or am, I don't know. Oh, so it is outside. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh, 16. I'm out to work, technically. Ah, see you, my dude. Hopefully work is good for you, my dude. Apparently I need to just head back because I have no idea where this person is. See. Ahaha, back door.
It's one of them! He's done for! Over there!
I don't think I can fight that. I'm just gonna take a hard pass on this one.
I cannot enter.
Will this shift never end?
They were saying something.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed
you're
about your
Aykroyd.
arrival. I'm Waverly Aykroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Aykroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Wow.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Aykroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
I'm going to eat you.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Aykroyd.
I'm gonna eat this dude.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Fuck you, Aykroyd.
They may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Ugh.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people. Please show me what you have to sell.
God.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
So you used to sell ingredients for, say, drugs.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Let's go talk to Swansea. Then I might call it because the sick bullshit is starting to piss me off.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
He's gonna talk to me about...
Fascinating, is it not?
What's his face?
In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright, I don't think I am going to, because I'm going to call it. The hell? When was this opened? Alright.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Oh, I don't know which one sounds cooler. Those cost a lot. That increases the recovery, but this one causes it to explode, which sounds pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed, this was another part to my Vampyr playthrough, and sorry, I'm dying. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below this critical, it'll plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide the fate. Because that's the choices you guys need to give me. That fruitcake. So as I was saying, subscribe if you are new. Hit the bell so you can catch me when I'm actually streaming. And what the fuck are you? You're the pillar? Say what? Leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Whoo, look at that, 6,000 XP. Follow me on Twitch or Twitter, and I'll catch you guys next time on Vampyr.